mia cucina in Italian means my kitchen. And I have a delicious, healthy, delicious meal for you. It's pork loin medallions with lentils and vegetables. And I am going to go over all of the ingredients, and then I'm going to take you step by step on how to make this deliciousness. The first thing that I want to do is I want to start my pan, and I have a cast iron pan here, like so. And I am going to put this at about medium to medium high. And what I have here is I have 2 tablespoons of ghee. 2 tablespoons of ghee that is going to go right into this beautiful pan. And ghee, read about ghee, it's wonderful. Everything is under, it's moderation. It's all about moderation, guys. And ghee gives it such a nice flavor to this wonderful dish. And then the next thing that I am going to be utilizing as this is warming up is I have these beautiful pork loin medallion. And what I did is I bought the pork loin, and then I cut them I sliced them about an inch thick. So I have that here. I also have some French cut green beans. They're called French cut, but they're really smaller green beans. I also have carrots. These are going to be the vegetables that I'm going to be utilizing. I also have a cup of red lentils right here. I'm also going to be utilizing 4 cloves of sliced garlic. I have some, I also have 4 or 5 little sliced cherry tomatoes that I have sliced. And then these, I'm also going to be utilizing some wonderful cilantro that we're going to be cutting up. Also, I'm going to be utilizing some vegetable stock. Everything I'm utilizing is organic. I have here I'm going to be using a teaspoon of all of these spices. I have a teaspoon of ginger, a teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of paprika, and I'm also going to be utilizing some cardamom, and I have a ½ teaspoon of cardamom that I'm just going to add right in here, because what I want to do is I want everything to start blooming. And by blooming, it means it just is opening up all the flavors. And I find that this is a wonderful way to start this amazing deliciousness, because we build flavor upon flavor. The reason that I am utilizing, and I'm also utilizing a teaspoon of ginger. Ginger is good for digestion. Also, turmeric is also good for inflammation. If you're having problems with your hands, or you're feeling, sometimes, depending on what our young age is, sometimes it's kind of hard, but it's wonderful, and that would help with inflammation. So turmeric, but when you use turmeric, you also need to use the same amount of black pepper. And I'm just going to be adding all of my spices right now, right into my oil, which is not oil, it's a ghee. I'm also going to be utilizing a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. So right now what I really want is I want all of my wonderful seasonings to start blooming, and what that happens, it releases all the wonderful smells, and this is what makes the dish. I'm also going to grab a couple of tablespoons of olive oil that I'm going to be adding as well as here. Oh yes, and you can start smelling everything. It just brings this entire aroma. Now I'm going to lower my temperature here. And what you're looking at, guys, is you're looking at this right here. See, this is what you're looking at. And this is what really makes the whole entire dish to really do what we really want this to do, and this is to really infuse all the flavors. I'm also going to add a little bit of more olive oil, because I am looking at this, and it depends what size pan you have. My pan is pretty large here, and I want to make sure that I'm constantly moving all these wonderful spices. Oh, there really should be some smell-o-vision. And now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and bring my little, let me get this. To get your little porks down, because now what I want to do is I want to get my little porks, and I'm just going to put them all in here like so. Because everybody's going to get together, everybody's going to be working together. And what I want to do, guys, is that I just want my pork to just get into all these yumminess. And what I'm doing is, you see what I'm doing? I'm kind of moving them around. Oh yes, and they and it doesn't take too long. I just want them to just kind of coat into all of this deliciousness. So that's what I'm doing. I am not browning them. I am just coating them into all of this, because they're all going to be cooking together. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to get my tomatoes. I'm going to add my tomatoes in here like so. This is very simple, very easy, and it goes really quick. Now I want to bring my wonderful, and I'm using all the rainbow carrots, all different colors of rainbow carrots. Carrots are wonderful for you. And also our lentils. You know, lentils are high on vitamin C complex. They are also high in iron, and it boosts the metabolism. Yes, it boosts the metabolism, and everything I'm using is to boost our metabolism and to keep us healthy. And then I'm adding the green beans, and the green beans are anti-aging, they're antioxidant, and they're rich in fiber, and we need all of this. And you see how fast and easy this is going. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add my garlic. I did not brown the garlic. There's no need for that. It's all going to be cooking together. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my teaspoon of wonderful apple cider vinegar in that. You may add a little bit more apple cider vinegar if that's what you choose. And what I have here is that I have about 2 cups of vegetable stock. And then now what I want to do is I want to bring, these have been washed and rinsed. These are my red lentils, and I'm just going to put them all like so, just like that. And this is going to cook practically for about 20-30 minutes until everything is cooked together. And I'm going to bring you back and show you what it looks like. It's a very beautiful dish, and not only is it a beautiful dish, it's very healthy for you. Because, you know, green beans are loaded with vitamin K and C, and right now we need to continue to boost our immune system. Because when our body goes into alkaline, our bodies don't get sick. And I always talk how important it is. And also the lentils, they also boost the metabolism. So those that are trying to lose weight, this is a great thing to have. And I'm going to bring you here and show you in just a minute how pretty this dish is. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, and I have my Medallion here, and I didn't even use it. That's how simple and easy this dish is. So now what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to cover this up. And I am going to get cilantro. So get yourself a nice bunch of cilantro. And then what we want to do is we just want to just chop the cilantro up. Nice and fine. If you don't like cilantro, you can substitute the cilantro for spinach, or you can substitute the cilantro for parsley. But you really want to utilize the cilantro because the cilantro gives it a very lovely flavor. It's all about flavor upon flavor upon flavor, and that's what I try to bring to you guys. It's flavor upon flavor, and it's so important, especially, you know, when you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to be more healthier, is to utilize herbs. That's why there's these beautiful herbs, and this is a wonderful easy meal, one pot easy dish. And I get a lot of requests for one pot dishes, And let me tell you, this does it, because by the time that all of these guys cook together, I mean, everything is going to be done. The pork is going to be done. The green beans are going to be done. The carrots are going to be done. And the lentils are going to be done. And if you see that the lentils are, that you may need a little bit more liquid, I would just add a little bit more of the vegetable stock. And I'm going to bring you to over here so I can show you how beautiful this dish is. Super easy. Look at that. You see how beautiful that is? Look at that. Let me bring you gently down here. And then what I would do, and then the way that I would finish this is that I would get a beautiful white platter like so, and then I would take this entire beautiful dish that we are cooking slowly, put it in a nice platter for a nice presentation, especially if you're having guests or if you're having friends over. Or you could just, if you're going to just be using it for yourself and your family, it's always nice to take care of you, to be able to have to, to present it, because we know, there is a saying that you eat with your eyes. You don't really eat with your eyes, you eat with your mouth. But when things are pretty, they just look so wonderful and appetizing. So pretty much, you guys, it's such a very easy dish, like I stated before. And what I want to bring to your attention also is that everything is in moderation. And I know that green beans lentils could cause kidney stones. But it depends on how much you have. I mean, if you're going to have gallons of it, it may cause kidney stones. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a doctor, guys. All I do is I have been studying nutrition for years and years and years, and I have been studying all the herbs and how everybody works together. And this is an amazing dish, because it's not only does it give you the anti-aging, the antioxidants that are rich in fiber, and they boost the immune system, and they're loaded in vitamins K and C, and vitamin C, B complex, and folic acids, and it's high in iron and boosts metabolism, and it's also healthy for you. Everything works together, especially when you are using spices, and spices can really help you, especially turmeric. Turmeric is very good for inflammation, and turmeric is also very good, like the word has escaped my mind, because when you reduce the inflammation in your body, the less of your having problems later on. It just makes the whole entire system is understanding how the body works. So if you feed it a lot of junk, the body is not going to do well. It's like when you go get gas at a gas station. If you fill your car with water, your car is not going to work. But if you fill your car with gas, it's going to work. And that's how the body works. So when we feed the body healthy foods, and we implement all these wonderful herbs and spices that can really help us to reduce inflammation, because all the problems, all the diseases, they start in the gut. Do your research. If you don't believe me, do your research. But in the meantime, enjoy this beautiful, it's almost done. That is how quickly this works. This is how quickly this is. Again, I invite you to do your research. Now, I have used here 2 cups of this amazing, delicious broth, and I can see that I'm going to be using a little bit more later. So kind of check in between. Don't just leave this and forget about it. Go back in 5 or 10 minutes to make sure to see how your lentils are, because I don't want this to be soup. I want this to be more of a meal. And I know that lentils has been used a lot in soups, but I like to use lentils in all kinds of ways. Okay, Bentley's, that's all I have for you today. I want to thank all all my wonderful sponsors, Cola Harris with FARMASI for keeping my skin glowing. And also, I want to thank Dario Rodriguez with Life in Superstores in Ellenton, Florida. I also want to thank my other sponsors, Stephen Bailey with Bailey Fishing and Charters. And I want to thank you for joining me today in this amazing deliciousness, pork loin medallions with lentils and vegetables. It's all for your health. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. When you take care of yourself and you're kind to yourself, you're able to be kind and loving to others. I wish every single one of you a blessed, beautiful day. And enjoy this marvelous deliciousness. This is all for your health, guys. Look how beautiful this dish is. All right, ciao, ciao, bellies. Ciao, ciao, bellies. Ciao, ciao. Blessings and blessings to all.